on 1 second. I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
I'm
salute
just
to the people.
I'm at work, so excuse like random people going in and out. So
It is what it is,
yeah,
bro. Hey, yo, salute
yeah.
to the people. It's a social forecast back at the top of the year. Hope y'all all had a happy new year. I got my boy Adam with me from Trinidad and Tobago, feeling tropical over there and
Re-
shit.
regular hot and sunny and hot. You know what I mean?
It's another episode of Guy Talk because that's what we do when we get
Yeah.
together and talk real shit. So if y'all easily offended,
Sure.
leave the stream right now. Don't even bother to watch it because we talk about
Yeah.
on these
Yeah. A lot of shit.
a lot of shit.
Yeah, bro. All the best. Yeah.
And you got some shit you want to talk right now, huh?
Woo! My mind, I'm about to go off like a racehorse. You heard? I'm about to go off like Black Beauty, one of them motherfuckers.
Speaking
Yeah.
of, speaking of Black Beauty, yo, you
uh-huh.
see what they fucking doing with these Disney movies, yo? Lion King about to come
Oh
out.
yeah. Oh nah. Lion King is looking pretty serious. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, fuck that. They got
Mm.
Aladdin coming out in May
Yeah. Yep.
with Will
It's
Smith
looking tough.
playing the
Aladdin's
genie.
looking real serious.
Yo, at first I
Hmm.
was like, yo, you can't do Aladdin because Robin Williams ain't here. But then they announced Will Smith doing the genie. That shit
Of
might be
course. Who else? Who else would you get in the game? Who else?
that might
Who
be
else? Who else?
fire,
There's nobody.
bro.
I was thinking Jack Black, but Jack Black was more. He's more Kung Fu Panda-ish. Like he's with that whole
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
But
Exactly.
he actually would have been a decent genie too. I'm sure they had him, an idea for him in the lineup
Hold on. Is Jack
for
Black
Aladdin.
the same person who Encarnacio?
There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
Nacho
would have
Libre.
been
Yeah,
a high genie. He would have been
exactly. That's what I'm saying. He would have hit it. He actually would have been. I'm interested in Will Smith. I'm interested in Will Smith. I'm
yeah.
interested. I'm interested to
But
see.
yo,
I am.
Will Smith is like Denzel Washington. He's versatile. He can play any part.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Any
He could be
part.
funny though.
Yeah. So check this
And
out.
be prepared for Bad Boys 3 coming out next year. Just a little trailer throw out there.
Yeah. I'm looking
Yeah,
for.
that's gonna be pretty tough.
Yo,
Yeah.
before we get into that,
Yes.
do you usually follow the end of the year wrap up that Uncle Murda and Skills do?
Mm-hmm.
I just got finished watching both of
Wait,
them, yo.
which one? Say it again.
So every year, you know how Uncle Murda and Skills they do like a
Oh yeah. They do a wrap up. Actually, I didn't follow it, so I gotta go follow it. Yeah, Naris.
it literally just came out yesterday. I just watched both of them.
Uh
Usually,
huh.
I got Uncle Murda hands down. This
Uh
year,
huh.
nah, bro. Skills killed that shit
Skills did it.
this year, yo. He got that shit this year, easy, hands down. His shit was funny. It was fire. He covered everything.
He covered everything for the year. Okay. He got the Bush. I'm sure he got not Bush. I'm Trump. He got the Trump in there.
Everything,
Yeah.
yo. Even shit that you forgot about. He got everything in there.
Yeah. The Eminem, all that.
And
I'm sure
you
he
don't
threw that
watch nothing
beast
hip
in there.
hop, do you?
Love and Hip Hop. No, remember I told you the last one I saw was Love and Hip Hop New York with with what's his name who got all the baby mamas and keep going back and forth with the
Okay.
BMs.
This new
And then I saw the girl who was fucking around with the other girl, and Bow Wow got engaged to one of them, and then Joe Budden
comedian
married the next one.
Okay, so check.
Yeah, that whole Love and Hip Hop is the last time I saw.
Okay, so this current season, right? So if you have been following it, Joe Button's fiance is that girl Sin Santana who used to fuck with Erica Mena. That's who we just got.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I
So
follow her on Instagram, so yeah, I know that.
they're all on Love and Hip Hop this season, and
Okay.
Jewels is on there. Yo, they've been killing
Wow.
Jewels. Yo, the nigga got mad teeth problems. Yo, nigga look crazy.
Oh damn.
Crazy. They've been killing him. Yo, I
Oh
don't
shit.
even know how he raps anymore. The way his teeth.
Well, Joel started what do you call it? He started doing crack. They said there was a boy who's doing crack cocaine for a while, which he shouldn't have been. Which he doesn't need to do that. But
But you could tell that he's
you know,
losing a lot of his teeth because you could tell the teeth he has are not his.
they're not his. You saying?
You can tell like he had a lot of dental work done because when you do crack,
Yeah.
it's falling out. So
There's some people who have extensive dental work, and he probably did.
yeah, yo, that crack make your teeth fall out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, enough of the pleasant
But
truth. What we getting into?
all right. Here's a minor topic that became a serious topic. That's a real serious topic. Now, I'm a single guy. I haven't dated since August, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me and my ex officially broke it off August 22nd. What's going on, right, of this year? So she has three friends,
Mm.
like best friends. But there's two who's her main squeeze she would go to. You understand? Like go to for anything.
And this is the chick that you're talking to now in Trinidad?
Yes, this is Trinidad Tobago. It has nothing to do with the States. Now, we beefed for a while. When we first broke up, we were beefing, weren't talking. And now we're talking. Right? Everything is shit. Everything is normal now. Right?
Is this the same one? Is this the same one who the dude in the club was? You went to the bathroom and came back, and the bullshit was going on.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So, time's going on. Whatever.
She's lucky that this wasn't 2006 and she didn't get the Tiger.
Oh nah, yeah. She would have. There would have been an 06, 07, 08, 09. That was a good couple year runs. I was Jackie Chan and some bitches, but she sorry, I'm trying to check this thing. She ended up. There was a time I needed money. I needed about $700 to pay a bill. So I asked my mom, because that's my go-to. My mom said, "Listen, can't send that money, that type of money for you right now. It's impossible for me to do it. Sorry." Okay, Mom, no problem. It's cool. Whatever. Life goes on. I call my ex. She's my go-to out here also. She goes, "Listen, Adam, I don't have that. I don't have that amount." But I say, "Can you ask?" There's a woman named Natasha and there's a woman named Lucky. I said, "Can you ask them?" She said, "Listen, I'm not going to ask Tasha none of them. But if you want to go ahead and ask Lucky, because I know Lucky has the money, go ahead and ask her. See what she says." Now, at my job, I get paid on a weekly basis. So I was asking on a Monday to pay her back on that Wednesday. You understand?
Right.
So, I mean, not the Wednesday coming up, but the following Wednesday. Like she said, she'll give me a week. So I called a friend. Her friend said, "Okay, no problem. The bill is $700. I'll drop it off for Cheryl and no problem." I said, "Okay, no problem." Boom. She handles it. The next week, I gave her back $700 and an extra $100 for doing me that favor. So I gave her $800. Good looking. Thank you. I appreciate it. Here, put something else in your pocket. Thank you. You understand? You didn't have to do that. Yeah,
that was pretty dope of her to do that shit.
Right. Because she's not my friend. Then again, it's my ex's best friend.
Right.
You understand? So anyway, about 2.5, 3 weeks go by. I go to get my ex asked me for $100, so I go to drop it off for her. When I got to the bar where she's at, she doesn't bartend, but the place where she works is at the side of the bar. So I go there and she comes out. She gives it. Her friend, now mind you, my ex's son doesn't like me, and he just so happened to be there drinking and hanging out or whatever. Right? I didn't know he was there because my ex told me he had left. You understand? Like he wanted to go do something.
Yeah.
So he wasn't at the bar she was at. You understand?
Yeah.
When I went up, her friend is one of those friends, they're older. They're in their 40s. So they're older. So her friend was like, she stood up off the table. "Adam, why don't you come line with us? Why don't you come take a drink with us?" And in response, I didn't say anything. I just went like this with my finger in the air. Like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be around there. Fuck that. So when I get in the car and I'm leaving, not even 5 minutes later, her friend messages me and goes, "Hey, how come you didn't want to come hang out with me and Cheryl? Come take a drink." And I was like, number one, if Cheryl wanted me there, you understand, she would have asked me to be there. Second of all, you should know the situation with her son. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want a 3-piece with a combo with fries and a biscuit, her son. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So therefore, I will stay away. You understand? So she goes, "What happened? Like Cheryl got you on a leash or something?" So I just laughed it off and I left it alone. The next day, I called my ex and I'm like, "Hey, yo, how come Lucky messaged me and said this?" Because in my opinion, Kev, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the correct thing to do. I'm not that cool with your friend. And I felt what she was saying was like she's trying to get at me. You understand what I'm saying? Not get at me to have sex, but like making fun of me type shit. Like, you got me on a dog leash and we're not even dating type shit. You feel me? So anyway, anyway and shit. You know what I mean? It's looking real good anyway. I have this nigga eating some food and shit. So anyway, she goes. Me and her friend don't say anything after that. Like a couple days later, like almost a week and a half later, my ex messaged me and she goes, she calls me. She goes, Adam, here's this. I need a favor. Do you have $1,000? I said, nah, sweetheart, I got like 800. She said, well, I have a light bill to pay for $1,000. Do me a favor. Call Lucky and ask Lucky to borrow the $1,000, right? And tell her you'll give it back to her next week. Call me back and tell me what she says. Now, right then and there, Kev, what is that initiating? It means you keep initiating a conversation between me and your friend.
Right.
Right or wrong?
Right. Yeah.
Now, you're also using your friend, in my personal opinion, because now this is a second conversation related to money. This isn't a conversation like, hey, Lucky, how you doing? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? How you doing? The woman didn't owe me nothing. It was a nice gesture. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have sex with this woman for 2.5 years. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Right? So, in my opinion, I'm like, okay, this is becoming too friendly now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're now, as my ex, you're initiating me to keep asking your friend for money. Eventually, your friend's going to want to do one out of three things. Cut me off, fuck me, or actually become friends with me. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Or all fucking three.
And then you're not gonna like it when that happens.
Now we're heating up. Let the kettle is starting to boil a little bit. Now, ladies,
these women always do it to themselves.
The woman on this channel, Kev threw a certain year out about things I used to do back then. If you knew me back then, also, you would know they also AKA called me a black mamba because I was deadly. I can pretty much get the drawers if I felt like getting the drawers at that point in time anyway. Because I was in the military, had my own place, had the cars. You know I was good, Kev. Back then I was real good.
Right.
You understand? So let's speed up the process a little bit. Now I called a friend. So here's what I said. This is not to create drama. I'm older. I try to be a little bit more truthful. I said, hey, Lucky, what's up? She said, hey, what's going on, hon? I'm like, hey, listen, I need a favor, but it's not for me. You understand? But I need a favor. She goes, what's the favor? And I said like this. I didn't say Cheryl. I said, a friend of ours needs $1,000 borrowed, and you will get it back next week. She goes, if that friend is Cheryl, she already owes me $2,000.
Oh shit!
So I'm not gonna give her $1,000. But Adam, if the $1,000 is for you, give me about 20 minutes. I'll call you right back.
First of all, who is this friend who clearly is making dough because every time somebody's in the pinch?
Anyways, keep going. So we're going on. I called her back. I called my ex back, and I told her what happened. All I said was, spoke to Lucky. Lucky said she'll call me back in a half an hour. I skipped the part when I said the friend part because I didn't want to create anything.
Of course.
Right. Life goes on. Lucky calls me back and says, Adam, I just called Cheryl, and I said these exact words. Hey, Cheryl, like Adam thinks we're good friends or something like that because he just called me and asked me for $1,000. Now, her friend called her to see what she would say now. You understand? Instead of listen carefully, instead of my ex saying right then and fucking there, Lucky, I told Adam to borrow the $1,000. I wanted to see what he would say. I mean, what you would say, because it's really for me. I just did it that way. Sorry, I don't want to create any confusion or anything, but I really need the grand if you can help me out. That's your friend. Be honest. Be truthful. But because you want to be a 44-year-old child and a 16-year-old teenager, like your sophomore in high school, you decide to lie and goes, I don't know what Adam's talking about. He didn't call me and ask me for no $1,000. So maybe he really does need it. I don't know what's going on. Kev, right then and there, her friend now knows, guess what? She's a liar.
Oh, right so the friend believed you.
My nigga, of course she did. Because remember when I first called a friend, I said a friend of ours.
Right. Yeah.
And then the friend jumps out and said, if it's for Cheryl, meaning talking about directly about my ex, because she said common sense, a friend of ours. Who's our only mutual friend, bro? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. But now when Lucky called Cheryl to see what Cheryl would say, Cheryl lied.
Yeah.
So I had no reason to lie. She just lied. So now it makes me look bad. But guess what? Not me. Now, Kev, the woman has some money. She's not rich, but she's comfortable. You understand? She's comfortable enough to give niggas little bread here and there.
Clearly.
So I kept it around. I'm like, hey, yo, like, she's cool. I'm cool. We don't have a problem with each other. Obviously, Cheryl, being cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Wrong, and wrong. Christmas morning, I came off of work. I'm sleeping, knocked the hell out. Around 12 something, I get a message. The message is from Lucky. It says, and I quote, hey, what's up, man? Cheryl asked me to bring you some food for Christmas, but I told her I'm not going to bring it because I don't want to get involved. But I also told her it would be nice if she brings it for you because I know you want to see her. It'll be nice for her to see you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's where shit is fucked up between the two of them. Remember when I first told you when Lucky stood up and was like, hey, Adam, why don't you come drink with us? And then messaged me after?
Mm-hmm.
She never told Cheryl she messaged me. That's one, strike one. Now, on Christmas morning, when she messaged me, I didn't know when she had just left with Cheryl. She sat in the car and she messaged me. Strike two, she never told Cheryl. You understand? Now you're technically messaging Cheryl's ex and secretly not telling her that you're talking to him. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, so far, in this little time frame of conversation, who's wrong and who's right so far?
Wait, who's wrong and who's right in what sense?
Right, because listen, every time that Lucky had messaged me throughout the time from, hey, Adam, why don't you come drink with us? All those times, I was telling Cheryl that she was messaging me.
I got you. So, yeah, clearly the friend is going out of her way to be in contact with you.
Clearly now, the friend is now going out of her way to speak to me. Correct is right. So now the friend is at a fault.
Right. That's a fact.
Now, how I get thrown in the hot fire, I still don't know. But anyway, this leads into a huge argument on Sunday.
Especially when your ex is the one who initiated you calling and getting in contact with her friend in the first place.
In the first place.
Yeah.
In the first place.
Not like you hit her up on some sneaky shit.
No, I hit her up concerning cash. Mm-hmm. But then her friend started the bullshit with the behavior. You understand what I'm saying? Huh? I rolled drink. Nigga, I was home sleeping. What are you talking about? I was home sleeping. What are you talking about? Yeah, I was home sleeping. When y'all had saw me, I came off a 24-hour shift, man. I was knocked out. I ain't rolled drink. Ain't nobody saw me nowhere. I was in my bed. Impossible. Mama? Myself, nigga. I'm a bachelor, nigga. I'm a single man. Hey. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, anyway, so the friend's at fault. So guess what? The friend told me that she likes my company. Not my company, but she likes to talk to me. She likes to, she likes talking to me. You know, I'm a good, I could consider her a good friend. I could come to her for advice, all that shit, right? Mm-hmm. So we will message, hey, how you doing? How's your day? And with all these messages, Cheryl's unaware. But here's my thing. Here's my whole point. And this comes to my whole point. Ladies, let's start it from the beginning, right? I did not break up with my ex. My ex broke up with me. You understand? Now, she feels some type of way because she's like, wait, before Lucky would talk mad shit about you. You know what I'm saying? You're immature, you're this. You know how women are. They in their feelings now. So now she popping shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you two became best friends. How you guys best friends now. You know, she tight. She all in the feelings, you heard?
Mm-hmm. Clearly.
So at this point, I'm laughing. I'm like, woman, we haven't dated in 5 months. why the fuck do you care who I talk to? You understand what I'm saying? Where I go, who I'm with, nothing. It's none of your motherfucking concern. You
Matter of
understand?
fact, why are you sending me to your friend to initiate conversation about
exactly. Shit? And then you're gonna call, and then now it turns into an argument because she's like, I know the type of person Lucky is. Now you know your friend magically after 20 years of friendship that she's a whore. You now realize that? Impossible to realize that, though. Impossible. You didn't just realize that. You knew it. You understand?
But at the time, all she cared about was getting that. I said, but at the time, all she cared about was getting that money, and she couldn't ask herself because she knew she already owed her money.
But I got a soda in my hand. Exactly. All she cared about was her fucking $1,000 at her goddamn self, making sure her selfish ass got what she wanted. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this leads into the past 2 days of arguments because I said, you know what? She messaged me and goes, you didn't tell me this is on Sunday, this past Sunday. You never told me that Lucky messaged you and told you to ask you to that I told you I was bringing you food. How many more conversations you guys had? I know you guys been talking. Blah, blah, blah. I said, Cheryl, you really want to see something? Motherfucker, it's social media. It's 2019 now, but last year was 2018. I sent her every motherfucking conversation. I screenshot the hell out of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So now, as a child, again, this is 44-year-old woman. One's 44, one's fucking 42. Cheryl's the oldest. Cheryl now calls Lucky. Oh, you said on December so-and-so and goes off now. Now, to me, that's not necessary. Now you're creating drama. Now you're going to run to this girl's sisters and your other friends. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then guess what? At the end of the day, you're going to look dumb because they're going to ask you, why are you even still talking to Adam for it? Didn't y'all two break up, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So why even talk? Why do you care who he talks to? But guess what? She's still going off.
They always care.
Yep. It leads on to this morning. I'm online on WhatsApp talking to my boy. She messages me and goes, shaking my head. Wow. I go, shake my head. Wow, what? I see you and Lucky is still talking. Now, mind you, the last time I spoke to Lucky was on December 31st at 5-something in the afternoon when she forwarded me 2 messages, like video chat things, about New Year's, like videos, little videos. And I said, thank you. That was it. That was the only conversation.
Now mind you,
I'm just saying, huh?
If I could just interject for 1 second. It's funny how this shit works, and we're addressing all this shit in 2019, these females do. Because if it was the other way around, it would be none of your business who she's talking to because you guys are not together. That's exactly what these women do. Exactly what they do.
Exactly.
Why are you worrying about it? It's none of your business. We're not together. I do what I want. I know the whole script. I know.
You know the script. You know the routine. You know this is what they do. Mm-hmm. But instead, you feeling violated because you now know the kind of guy that I used to be, because I told you. And then you know how your friend used to be because you've witnessed it. So if you put 2 and 2 together and now Adam and Lucky are cool, oh no, that's a matter of within a month he's going to hit that shit. And if he hits that shit, she has a car, she has money. Oh, I know Adam. Oh yeah, he going to wife that and he going to eat that alive. Come on, bro. Hey. But guess what, Kev? Yeah. Guess what? I've actually grown up. I actually don't care what the other individual has because it's not mine. You understand? I'm at the point now where, I can make my own money. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't need that bitch. I don't care if she got a car. I got 2 feet and I can travel, motherfucker, until I can save for a car. You understand?
Right.
So that shit is nothing to me now. But I actually like her friend, to hang out because she's cool. She's like me. Let's go to the bar. Let's take a drink. And Kev, if you know me long enough, you should know that's what I do with most of my female friends. I have a lot of female friends in the States. I'm always hanging with them, bro.
Likewise. And that's why I can't stand when women act like we can't be friends with females and just be friends with them. Like, I don't want you.
And she goes, I don't understand how it is that you and Lucky used to talk so much shit about each other.
I just want Yo, I just want
Huh?
to point out to I just want to point out to all my subscribers stateside. Yo, there are no blue skies like that over here in the States. Unless
Mm-hmm.
you go to fucking unless you go to like Florida or some shit.
Oh, you talking
That
about
shit
out here?
that shit blue as fuck, nigga. That shit look like a cartoon behind
Oh
you.
yeah.
The sky blue as fuck, nigga.
Yeah. Y'all see in the islands regular shit.
That
So
shit look
anyway,
crazy.
I'm like, yo, what are you talking? You have no reason to be upset. She said, oh yeah. She blocks me on WhatsApp, blocks me on Facebook,
That's her
blocks me on
favorite thing to
Instagram.
do is block you, yo. That's her
Yep,
favorite shit to
yep.
do.
And 5 minutes later, she'll unblock me. 10 minutes later, she'll block me again. 5 minutes later, she'll unblock me. Now let me ask you
What's
something.
sad is, before you ask me, what's sad is, I thought, and it's ever since you've been dealing with this older woman, like my dreams have been shattered because I thought as women get older, they become more mature. This
What?
chick is acting like she's a fucking 20-year-old.
I told you, a 16-year-old
That shit
sophomore
crazy.
or junior in high school. That's how she acts. Just like that. I swear, there's no difference. And the thing that upsets me is I'm like, hey, yo, you don't have to behave like that. You don't
No,
have to act like
you
that.
really don't. But they get to
Who
blame us, so
cares who
that's
I
their
talk to?
excuse. And
Huh?
their excuse is as long as they can blame us for their behavior, then it's okay because it's our fault.
Correct is right. Correct is right.
Except men are fed up
And
with that shit, and we ain't having it in 2019. So fuck
nah,
all
nah,
that
nah,
shit.
nah. It's over for that. It's over for that. Yo, let me tell you something. The message I got this morning, I'm gonna tell you. Let me back out of this, and I'm gonna read exactly what I said, and tell me if
Mm-hmm.
this is not mature enough
Mm-hmm.
for what I said to her. Right? And going on 34 this year, I can tell you this is not who I used to be, bro. I never even used to talk. Like I never even used to respond. My exact statement said, from this very second and moment in time, please, I will no longer entertain a lucky argument. Meaning her friend. If you want to speak to me as a normal human being, to another, no problem. If you want to argue with someone else. I told you I have no interest in your friends or family. This is the last time I will repeat myself concerning these type of conversations. You understand? Yeah? Yeah. How much I couldn't say that any better, right, Kev?
Yeah, that's a fact. But here's what's funny,
That
right? This is the funny part.
yeah.
And I noticed this. I know, and I've always been, and you can probably vouch for this, right? As far as relationships
Mm,
goes, even when I was younger, I've always been like on my mature shit when it comes to shit like that.
mm,
And what I've noticed, right?
mm.
It's worse when you try to take the high road and be
I'm up
mature.
there. Shoot. Hey, book out Keith when you're done with this guy. Go ahead,
Yeah.
okay.
I said what I noticed is, and this is fucked up, and y'all women really have to stop doing this shit. It's worse when you
Yeah.
actually try to take the high road and be mature. You try to be the mature one and try to approach it like that, then they actually get it's worse. I don't know how
Exactly.
this shit works. I don't know why, but that's exactly how it is. So what was her response, if anything at
Nothing
all?
new. Um, she never said anything back. She
Mm,
just read it.
mm.
Is that immaturity or maturity?
Oh, it's immature.
Thank you.
It's immature 100%.
100%. You're a grown ass woman. I'm 33. You're 44 going on 45. I'm 33 going on 34. You mean to tell me you're a decade older than me and you can't respond back like, Adam, you know what? You're right. You're absolutely right. I shouldn't be acting like this. I'm overreacting. I just feel some type of way that my friend shouldn't be speaking to you. But at the same time, I, I can't really tell you who you can or cannot talk to because we're no longer dating.
Right.
But if you want to be cool with my friend, and guess what? She blocked her friend too. She said, who I'm no longer friends with, then you go ahead and do what you got to do. But just know how I feel about it. And if you actually care about my feelings at this day and age, at this stage,
Mm-hmm.
then you would know you shouldn't be speaking to her. But if you choose to, I can't stop you.
Right.
There you go. That's a mature thing to say.
And look, right? Even if she doesn't agree that she's overreacting, why at our age, why can we not just have a
I can
fucking
hear
conversation? Like,
the breast and thigh.
why does it have to either be no talking or screaming? Why can't we just have a fucking conversation at our age? Like,
Uh,
it's ridiculous, bro.
when that boy come up here, yeah.
That shit don't
Correct is right. Correct is right. Correct is right. Correct is right. Why can't we just talk? Why can't we talk like two human beings? And guess what? I tried to talk to her this morning. She hung up the phone on me. So then that basically means I can't talk to you then.
Mm-hmm.
It means you're a child. And then she said, sorry, okay? I'm sorry, okay? No, you're not sorry. Because when I'm online, you're going to see your friend online, who you blocked, by the way. So if you blocked your friend, how would you know she's even online? Which means you blocked her, then unblocked her just to see if she's online? Are you serious? Do you see what I'm saying? You literally blocked her. Then you unblocked her just to see if me and her are online at the same time, which means I have no one else in my contact list but Lucky, which means I'm only speaking to Lucky. Like, bitch, are you serious? Knock it off, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? If I add Lucky on Facebook, she's now going to re-add me on Facebook just to see if I'm messaging Lucky on that exact time. She said it's just weird. You went online, she went online. Then she went offline, and you went offline.
God.
Motherfucker.
These women, yo, they be fucking reaching, bro.
I told her, I said, yo, you in the wrong job. You should be a detective, bro. You're in the wrong job. I don't know how you don't have more money. I don't, because you're clearly not in the right job for it. You're not.
Shit, like, fuck, yeah, both went to the gas station at the same time. How'd your car run out of gas at the same time hers did?
How do you do all this detective work, but you don't know what 2 + 2 means, and you can't spell the word like jeopardize? How do you know? Most of these girls want to be detectives and can't even spell the word detective, by the way. Mm-hmm. How the hell is you? Come on.
By the way, yo, I'm on this shit all 2019. I got a story for you. So, ladies, that men ain't shit, that whole theory is fucking dead in 2019. That shit is dead. So I got a story for you. All the women that talk that we ain't shit, right? It don't get much better when you're married. So you know that I have 2 jobs, 2 full-time jobs. Matter of fact, at the time that this happened, because it was like a week ago.
You called him?
At this time,
yeah,
right?
I'm listening.
At this time, I still had 3 jobs, right? For all my subscribers, for everybody watching, listening.
Yeah.
3 jobs at this time. So I had just come off of a 16-hour back-to-back shift. Now, I'm married, mind you. So just to goes to show, just to preface this shit, it does not get better when you get married, right? Some women are just not programmed to be the type of women that they act like they deserve. So, as the dirt bike drives by, so this is the situation. I come off of working 16 hours, tired as fuck. Mind you, it's like 5 o'clock, and I've got to go back to work a few hours later. Mind you, my wife has been home all day long, all day. I come home, the house is dirty, dinner's not ready, and when I spoke to her hours before I left my job, I asked her, is dinner going to be ready when I get home? You know what time I get off. You know that I have a few hours to eat, go to sleep, and then I'm back out the door to go to work. I come home.
Hernandez.
Nothing's done. I don't even say anything, right? All I say is, oh, dinner ready yet? Then I made a face and I turned around and walked away. Out of nowhere, son, she starts mumbling and talking all this shit, and I knew this was going to happen. I knew you were going to be pissed off. Well, bitch, if you knew I was going to be pissed off, if you knew you've been home all day, and I've been out working my ass off all fucking day, not for me, for all of us, if you knew this shit, why do I have to come home after working 16 hours to a dirty house and dinner's not ready? Why? And to top it off, how come I can't call you out on your shit? How come when we aren't shit, you can say we're not shit? But how come when I got my shit together, because I always do, I do what I'm supposed to, I work my ass off, how come I can't call you out on your shit? Yo, these women have to knock that shit off. They all want to be fucking treated like wives. They all want a fucking ring. They all want that shit. But then when you get it, you don't know how to do the job, or you refuse to do the job. And I'm on this shit all 2019.
Now, there's some niggas who would hit that two back slaps and the kick in the.
Hold on, bro, because your signal's cutting in and out. You're gonna have to repeat that shit again. Repeat what you said.
You for the.
What happened? That Trinidad Wi-Fi setting in again. We're gonna give Adam a few seconds to repeat what he was saying. But yo, I mean, come on, like if y'all watching this right now, fellas, because I swear to God, if I caped hard for my fellas before, I'm definitely going hard all 2019. Because there's too many of us good men out here doing the right thing, trying to do what we're supposed to, trying to take care of our families, trying to work hard to actually make some shit happen, right? For ourselves, the people we care about. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And it's fucked up that the men who really are not about shit, those are the ones who seemingly get the good wives, the one who wants to take care of the home, take care of the kids, make sure that dinner's ready when it should be. And we're not talking about I'm sitting home all day not doing anything. Because if that was the situation, then I'll fucking make dinner. I don't have any issues with that. So this is not a bash women session. It's not any of that. But if I'm working my ass off all fucking day, all day long, there's no reason. It's really only one thing that I ask for, and that's a clean home. I don't really ask for much else. And if I come home after working my ass off all day, there's no reason why I should be coming home to a dirty house. There's no fucking reason. Not when you've been home all day. I worked from all night and you slept all night. And then I went straight from that job to my next job and then came home 16 hours later. And you've been home for the past 16 hours. There is, and matter of fact, the house was in worse condition when I got back than it was when I left the night before. There's no reason for that shit. Adam dropped off. I'm gonna invite him back. But fellas, come on, bro. Come on, y'all. Like this is ladies. This is why, and it's unfortunate, but this is why for the good women out there. This is why when I see all the posts, when I see all the memes, when I get the emails, and when I get the comments of women saying, "Yo, what about our men not respecting us and not this and not that?" This is what makes it. These are the things that makes it hard for me to feel bad and for me to empathize with you women. Because yes, there are good women. I understand 100%. But when good men like me, too many good men like me, have to deal with, and we're not talking about a girlfriend being asked to do wife shit. We're talking about someone who has my last name. We're talking about someone who actually, you know what I'm saying, has the actual title and has had it for a period of time, in which there really should be no excuse for why you can't fulfill the responsibilities of your role. Like, look, we all have responsibilities. It's not about cooking and cleaning, so to speak. It's about when one person is home all day and the other person is out working, doing what they're supposed to do all day. That person should not have to come home to a situation that's fucked up. And more often than not, I'm the one coming home to those fucked up situations. And I don't care for the people who might comment and be like, yo, why you putting your business and shit out there? I'll tell you why. Because that's what the fuck this channel is here for. This channel is here because I know that there are too many good men just like me who have to go through this shit. Too many good men like me who have to deal with this shit. And then it's those men who get fed up. And it's those men who then turn around and they say, you know what? Why is it worth it? Why is it worth it? Well, what is the point here? And then when those same men stumble across women who they feel like, you know, are interested in doing the right thing or interested in doing what they're supposed to, and showing those men things that the woman that they have at home is not willing to do for them, then we get shit for entertaining those women. That's when we get the "we're not shit" label, and you know, we're treating y'all like shit. We're not respecting y'all. Come on, like y'all gotta step up and y'all gotta accept responsibility for the shit that you women should be doing that you're not doing. Because just like Women can be fed up, just like women can feel like the person that they're with is not holding up their end of the bargain and pulling their weight in the relationship. The time of y'all not being willing to accept that men have feelings too, the time of women not being willing to accept that men have standards and needs that need to be met just like women do. And for the men who deserve to have those needs met, who do not have those needs met, yo, the time of us staying quiet about that shit is dead. That shit is dead. I'm gonna send him another shit is dead. And I'm on this shit all 2019. All 2019. Because as loud as you women can talk, as much as you women can post memes and post online about how your kid's father ain't shit, and that nigga just sit at home playing video games all day and this and that, I barely have enough fucking time to sit down and scratch my head. That's how hard I go. That's how hard I work for my family. That's how much I'm out here doing what I got to do to try and make something happen. And I deserve the fucking best. Period. I deserve the fucking best. And this is just how I'm on it. At 35, if I can't have that from the person who I actually gave my last name to, and this is to Adam's point, if I can't have that with the person that I gave my last name to, that I didn't have to give my last name to, then I cannot be faulted and I cannot be looked at as wrong if I at some point decide that I'm fed up and at some point decide to entertain whatever it is I try to entertain. Because when you don't take care of this shit works both ways, ladies. It's not just, I see all the cute memes, I see all the cute posts, and oh, you don't appreciate your girls, another man who will, and blah blah blah. Well, guess what, ladies? The shit works the same fucking way for us. It works the same way. What you won't do, what you are not willing to do for the man that you have at home, the next woman will. And guess what? Contrary to what you women think when you hear that shit, that don't always apply to sex. I'm looking for real life shit. I'm not looking for sex at 35. I can get that literally from anywhere. I'm looking for somebody whose hard work is going to match my own. If it's not going to be in the same forum, meaning you don't have to work 2 and 3 jobs. If that's just what I do because I just have a hustler mentality and I'm just a worker and that's just what I do, then that's what I do. But your energy needs to match my energy somewhere else that's going to benefit us. And when I consistently see that that's not happening, hey, I'm like any other fucking human being at a certain point. I got to start questioning what the fuck am I doing here in this situation? What am I doing here? Because if anybody deserves to have a good woman, if anybody deserves to have a good wife, if anybody deserves to be able to be taken care of, and when I'm out working all day, 16 hours a day, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week, I should never have to worry about what type of situation I'm walking into when I come home. I got enough shit to deal with as a black man in America who every fucking corner I turn, I have to fight and try not to be a statistic, right? I have enough shit to deal with out in the real world to ever have to come home to find that the person who's supposed to be here taking care of here when they are here, when they're not working, when they're, whatever, to make sure that I come back home to a comfortable environment because it's what I deserve. It's what my actions command, right? We're not talking about the people who don't do shit. We're not talking about the dudes who don't take care of the kids. We're not talking about the dudes who aren't doing anything productive and don't want to work and all this different shit. We're talking about somebody who does all that and more. I deserve 100% the best of any person I'm going to be with. And that, whether it's married, dating, or whatever it is. If you ladies want to be in that position, if you ladies want to expect men to meet your standards, y'all got to do the same fucking thing.
Yeah, bro, I'm
right?
back.
So yeah, back. Everything that I just said, right? That whole story that I just told you. I mean, what the fuck do you think?
I hear you. I'm just responding to WhatsApp message. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you think about that? Like, look, you're sitting there. Let's say you come home from 18 hours working, 18, 16, 18 hours. Now, the woman that you're dealing with has been home since you left that night before, the whole time. Why should you have to come home to a dirty house and dinner's not ready? In what world is that okay? In what world?
No, no world, no world.
How
I
come?
just had this conversation the other day. I
Yeah,
just said, listen, if both of us is working and I work a 12 or 24-hour shift because those are the shifts I work, when I get home and my girl doesn't have anything prepared, bruh, or gives me some shit like hot pockets, get my charger, hot pockets or some shit like that, or something dumb like that, bruh, rice and and no meat, no nothing. I'm a meat person, bro. When I come home, I want rice, meat, beef. I want the whole roast pollo, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I want everything, nigga. Steak, all that shit. It sounds hilarious, but it's what I want. I bust my ass for it. And we should have that shit in the fridge.
exactly,
You understand?
exactly,
But these weird women don't understand none of that shit. Well,
exactly.
I work too. I work too. Go order something. Bitch, if I want to order something, order me a prostitute who would cook for me. You understand?
Because
Like, damn.
because at that point, what is the fucking reason for me having you here? If I can't come home to like someone who wants to make my coming home comfortable and welcoming for me, when you've been home all day doing what? Sitting on your phone, sitting on fucking Snapchat or fucking playing games on your phone all day. Like and I don't even ask for much, bro. But anybody who knows me knows I deserve the shit I'm asking for. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's no reason, no excuse. There's no fucking reason for it. And that's why I was just saying it before you got back on the stream. That's why I don't feel bad for the women who say, "Oh, but the man always treats me like shit." Yeah, but then that's the one you want to do everything for. That's the one you want
Yep.
to for and cook for. But the niggas who try to do shit, right? Nah, we get a fuck you. We don't get the shit that we're supposed to get. We don't get that respect.
Nope.
And I'm calling all of you women out on that shit all 2019, all year long.
Mm-hmm.
I will not stop because this shit's bullshit.
100% bullshit.
And
That,
right, you know how they have all those memes and shit, right? And women always post, yo, like fellas, like make sure you appreciate your woman because the next guy will. Bitch, this shit goes both ways. It goes both ways. And that's just it. That's just how I'm on it. That's just how I'm on it. But I don't know, man. It seems like Adam's connection is fucking up again.
no, no, no. My connection ain't fucked up. I'm right here. I'm just in a different chat.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's going on? One second. Hold on. One second. One second.
yeah. Yeah, so I feel y'all fellas. I see the frustration. Matter of fact, I don't even recommend like fuck all that marriage shit because these women out here, they too much on their shit. They're too
All right, all right. I'm back. I'm back. Right now, I'm arguing with the ex. The ex is arguing for one thing and one thing
she's
only
talking
because
now.
she sees shit her way. Yeah, she's saying, "Well, I'm gonna be mature. I'm gonna start being mature." That's their level of being mature to say it, but not practice it. Practice what the fuck you preach.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Now you want to be mature because you don't realize Adam's a silent killer and could probably tag and bag up your friend in two twos, and it's killing you inside to see that I could be that type of nigga to do it. That's pretty much what it is. Long story short, there's no argument with this one.
And what's fucked up? If you do it, then you're wrong. And she's never
Yeah.
gonna see the part she played in anything that transpires from now
Yep.
whenever.
No, it's just going to be my fault, her friend's fault, and that's it.
Yeah.
If she doesn't see any, I'm telling her right now. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I said to her. Um, Jesus, I don't know why this phone's moving as slow as it's doing. Um, right. I said to her, um, I said, but I could see that you read my messages, but can't respond. Real mature. She said, I'm on work, but my mind is all over. I said, of course it's all over. You're not focused on anything positive. She said, because I've read those screenshots a couple times, and besides the ones you deleted, because some just don't make sense because I didn't delete shit, by the way. This is just her saying it because she doesn't understand when someone speaks to someone and they don't speak again for another 4 or 5 hours, that she thinks there's a messages in between that you're getting deleted. You see what I'm saying? Like overthinking shit, like constantly.
Yeah.
Right. Because and you're right, I shouldn't be thinking about you or Lucky at all. So some time for me to think positive thoughts because you both aren't worth it. I said I never delete anything, and it's actually extremely aggravating that you keep saying that. I said you haven't matured in the entire 2 years plus. You haven't. I said you only see shit your way, and that's the only way. She said, but thanks to you both for doing things purposely to fuck with my head. I said you won't even attempt to see it from anyone else's point of view. With all these responses, you're just proving my point more and more.
Mm-hmm.
She said, well, I'm going to become mature right now. I said, I've always tried to become more and more mature. And you're stuck. I don't know. You're just zero effort on your part. You don't even try to understand from any different angle. She said, but you do things purposely. It is, you're so mature, Adam. I said, like you're hiding Sheldon, like he's a secret. She's like, why can't Sheldon be that mature? I said, yo, it don't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I see. All right. Sheldon's her ex who she fucked around with while we were first dating.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're not dating, when we were first talking. And it took one of them 3 months to tell me which was her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
So
it's a whole new day, bro.
Right. So
I just want y'all women to fucking, if nothing else, just deserve the treatment that you all cry so much that you don't get. Just deserve it. Just earn the shit is what I'm saying, because it seems like a lot of you are not deserving it these days. That's what it seems like. There's really no way around that shit. That's what the fuck it is. That's just what the fuck it is. And I'm here to call all of you women out on it this year because I'm with all of the smoke. All of it. All of it. I'm going to get all of y'all the fuck out of here in 2019. All of you. And shout out to all my good women who are trying to do the right thing and who actually understand the importance of taking care of your man when you have a good one. I salute all of y'all because not enough of you out there. Y'all are a very rare commodity out here in these streets in 2018. So everybody else, fuck you. Clearly
basically, yeah.
So it is what it is. Pretty much.
She showed me the block list. Like she showed me when someone tries to call her, he tried to call him.
Shit crazy. Shit crazy. And it's funny because it's like no escaping. It's like you two are not together, but you still have to argue like you're together. It's like, what's the...
Exactly. This is what I keep trying to tell her.
You can't win one way or the other. You can't.
No angle I'm hitting it right now, is she saying.
Like, if we're not together, I shouldn't be having to deal with this shit right now.
Bro, what you talking? Okay, no problem. Go ahead. Ford parking on your left, right?
I hope y'all are watching this shit because shit crazy. And I want to know too, where y'all good women when this type of shit be happening?
Exactly.
Women who don't stand up to say shit. Like, don't just bash us when we're not shit. Bash your fellow women when they ain't shit too. Fuck that. I want all the smoke with all you women 2019. All of it. Oh, y'all can come on the stream. Oh, you can hit me up at straighttalk315 at Gmail.
Listen, woman, where are y'all? That's the number one question. Where the fuck are these girls at when a woman that should I say when this type of shit happened to me right now? We're the ones who like, Adam, listen, hear this, right? I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Check this out, right? Fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Put that to the side.
Yeah.
Where y'all at? I don't see y'all.
Because y'all are.
I don't see y'all.
Because
y'all pretenders, bro. Y'all are a bunch of fucking pretenders. And that's what it comes down to.
Y'all are all clicked up when it's time to gang up on us. Y'all click the fuck up, and I got you, sis, and all shit. When it's time to go against us. But what happens when we're the ones that are doing right? Then what? Y'all stick together real well when it because.
Hey, Kev, let me ask you something real quick. Don't pause that. Here it is. This one guy, his name's Sheldon, right? The same guy who I said her ex fucked around. She doesn't talk to him, right? She said it's been months. She said, Adam, I haven't talked to Sheldon. I have no reason to talk to Sheldon. She just screenshot me her missed calls from New Year's Day, from December 31st till now. Do you know there's 3 missed calls from the nigga? But you see like a circle with a slash means it's blocked. But if you call once and it rings through, you could see the person that called. I said, for someone that doesn't talk to you, why would he call you 3 times on New Year's? Is it that desperate to speak to you, to tell you Happy New Year, specifically you? Seriously, Doug? Yeah. She said, I'll be mature and block him. She said, he's blocked Adam. I don't know why he was calling. But guess what? She left a voice note. Let's hear the voice note, and let me hear what she said.
She
said, Old Year's night, New Year's morning, everyone tries calling everybody to wish them Happy New Year. But you don't speak to them, by the way.
But if it was the other...
Hold on, let me hear this.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. She said she has to have his name stored in order to block him.
That's not true. What? Yo. All right, hold on. Yo. I swear to God, Joe.
She said, I don't know if you have ever tried a blacklist. This is how you have to do it.
You don't have to have somebody store it to block them. You don't. That's just not even... I mean, I don't know what kind of phone she has, but that shit don't even sound like it makes sense. But if it was the other way around and you had some chick blocked...
Exactly, but hold on, Kev. I got to leave this voice note right here. Cheryl, let me tell you something. You don't have to have Sheldon's name to block him. You can actually request B-Mobile, Digicel to block this particular individual. You haven't. You did the block list like you would do the block list. You understand? Second of all, he can call anyone else in his list. Damn it. Yeah. I couldn't leave it that way. I gotta leave it this way. Yeah. The voice note just deleted itself or something. I don't know. Oh, damn, I can't leave a voice note while on this thing. I'll text it.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
You don't need his name to keep him blocked. Yeah, you can actually
a bit more creative.
Request that particular number to be blocked. So that's BS. Secondly, he called you specifically.
As soon as he's done with that message, I'm going to ask him the $1 million question.
3 times.
I know you have all been waiting for me to ask him.
On New Year's.
As soon as he's done.
Why you? If you don't speak. Call once. No answer. Don't call 3 times. 3 times is someone who's seeing that person. Calling that many times. James, you got paid?
Let me know when you're ready for
the
$1 million question.
You gonna check? Yeah, Kev.
You ready for the $1 million question?
Yep.
All right. So, in light of everything that has transpired over the past few days, or however long this fiasco has been going on, fuck, like, the relationship shit. I know you said you don't care what she had, whatever. At what point do you just say, because look, they complain they want us to change, and I say us just because I'm just speaking in general, men. But when we actually it seems like
seriously
they try to pull us back, right?
Yeah.
So at what point do you just say fuck it, and then I'm gonna fuck your friend just because you don't know how to act? At what point does the old Adam just say, you know what, I'm just gonna do it because I can? because you clearly don't know how to act.
You really want to know?
Because yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I unfortunately I have to go in the office real quick
Uh-huh.
to go do something with my boss.
Mhm.
So you can just hold on. I'm going to put the phone down. So just hold on, right? Hold on. But hold on.
Cause see,
Yeah, I know.
which I don't know. Like I know about Adam a long time ago. Like if this was the old Adam, he would have been smashing. And for those of you just joining, if y'all want to go back and watch from the beginning, basically talking about a situation where his ex girlfriend was asking him to hit up her friend, somebody who he's not friends with, wanted him to hit up her friend to ask the friend for money on her behalf. As it turns out, because she can't ask the friend because she owes the friend money. So basically, after a few back and forths, what end up happening is now the ex is upset that he's gotten cool with the friend. So now she's mad at him because she feels like how are you all buddy buddy with my friend all of a sudden? That's not even your friend. But she's the one who initiated the contact between the two. She's the one who instigated him to hit her up. Now she's mad at him because he's basically talking to her now as far as just being friends. And I just want to know at what point is he just going to say fuck it, since I'm being accused of some shit anyway. I'm just going to smash and just call it a day. Because you know what? Sometimes, and it's going to sound fucked up and I hate to say it, but sometimes men act like the way that you women assume we all act because you really don't deserve much better from us. It's sad, it's fucked up, but if you heard the story that I just told about my situation, and there's plenty more stories where that shit came from, we not acting like, and that shit's dead in 2019. We not acting like it's only men who are out here not living right, not doing right by their, in their relationships, and not doing right by the women that they're with. Because a lot of you women out here are grimy, and it seems like now
If you don't want it, you can sign on and go home.
a lot
That's
of
it.
men are coming together and sticking together like you women used to, and now we're starting to see bullshit and calling
Hello?
out on it. Yeah, girl, bro, go ahead.
Yeah. My fault. My fault. My fault.
Good. So yes, sir. At what point do you just say, you know what? I'm being accused of it anyway. You probably think I'm doing it anyway. I'm just gonna smash your friend and call it a day.
I can actually literally call her friend right now. Her friend will answer, and
Uh-huh.
I'm like, "Yo, Lucky, hear this. We're getting accused of it anyway. We're gonna do it. I'm trying not to talk to you or anything, but listen, even if you don't find me attractive, I don't find you that attractive. I really don't. But I hit it just because. You understand? Now she can block me when it's done. What's good? I get off at 7. What are you trying to do?
Yo.
Swear to God.
hmm Yeah.
Swear
'Cause,
to God.
like, what the fuck, yo?
Because the old me is crying right now. Old me is bawling out right now.
Because they don't want to see, as much as they complain, bro, that they want the change, they don't really allow those types of men to change.
Done?
They don't. They don't allow it. They don't allow it. See, this is a
Nah,
problem
they
that you walk the tight line. It's like you want that person to change, but you don't. When they're showing you that progress, you don't want to accept it. You don't want to accept it. And
because she's telling me, oh, he called 3 times. She showed me like the screenshot. You see, he's blocked, Adam. I have no reason to speak to him, but I'm going to be mature and I'm going to unblock him because that's mature of me, right? Real mature. No, motherfucker, you have no reason to speak to your ex. The only reason why me and you are still talking or anything is because we are recently broken up and we're still kind of involved. You understand? You just came over, you dropped off some food, we still talk. That's the only reason we're still involved. But this is a relationship from years ago, so which means you have no reason to speak to this guy. You understand? You're choosing now just to speak to him out of being spiteful. And you know that's the one person I'm going to feel some type of way about. That's why. That's the only reason they're doing it.
and that's their go-to move. That's their favorite move. That's their favorite move.
But you don't understand. If you talk to him and you speak to him, text him, message him, that I'm just not going to give a fuck. And then when Adam doesn't give a fuck,
hmm
come on.
Yeah,
Need I say the rest?
that's a fact.
Need I say the rest? I'll just go back to the day, what I do professionally, and just knock him out the park one time and get back to
Sure.
it. Understand?
Hey man.
We're anything, gentlemen. I'm gonna because we just had to do some shit at work. I do have to go. I'm gonna leave y'all with a little advice. Kevin, you can continue,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'll get off. But everyone, happy New Year. Sorry for the shortened conversations. I will speak
Ah,
throughout the course
good.
of the week. But woman, it's 2019. We got to grow up. This is it. Hashtag grow up 2019. That's it. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Maturity. Hashtag it all. You understand? You guys, you ladies need to just realize if you want something, go after it. Just do it and be that person that you're talking about. You want to cook, clean, be wifey, and be independent and do all this shit, then fucking do it. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Right. Yeah, Kev, I gotta go. Peace. You already know. Love.
I don't. I don't know at which point it happened. Uh, I, I'm gonna go out on a limb, give you women the benefit of the doubt, and say that it was pretty recent, right? But in the past few years, it seems like men, a lot of us, probably not the majority yet, but it seems like we're rapidly approaching that that uh, that precipice, right? At some point, men started to grow up, started to realize that they don't want the ratchet, the in the club, the strip club chicks, the chicks that are, you know, fake and just look, they just look dope. At some point, men really actually started to want more. And that's a dangerous situation because for so long, you women have been able to get away with talking about how we aren't shit, don't want substance, don't want real women, don't want real relationships. What's dangerous is now that men who actually want that shit are actually starting to look for it. Along with that, those same men have developed and evolved in their standards. Because here's what happens. Here's what's been happening. You complain for so long that the men that you women have been dealing with, who, as you have always so poetically put it, are not shit, are not about shit, won't ever be shit. Part of those men getting their shit together, that backfires. Part of that is a two-edged sword because as a person gets themselves together and as a person finally starts to evolve, they start to look around them and realize who and what they have around them and if who and what they have around them is actually conducive to that evolution. And as more men start to realize and figure out that the same women that have been complaining for so long for them to step it up, be more, want more, be more involved, we actually start to realize that a lot of you women actually, and I don't, it could be subconscious, I don't know, look for men who aren't shit so that you can have that power, so that you can have that ability to talk down on those men, to treat those men with disrespect, to talk shit about those men and talk shit to those men. But see, I'm the type of dude, and this is why I cape for my fellow men. I'm the type of dude who can never be disrespected or talked down to because I do what the fuck I'm supposed to do. And I don't do it for any woman. I do it because it's who I am. I have an example I need to set for my children that I have the responsibility of raising. Um, and that's just, quite frankly, the majority of my life is it's the kind of person that I've been. And you can't really find one person from my past to say anything to the contrary. But I'm noticing though that a lot of these men, as they start to and look, if Adam, see, y'all just hear the shit that Adam talks on these streams with me, but I know from the beginning. I've known Adam since like 1999, a very long time, damn near 20 years. Yeah, pretty much will be 20 years this summer. And this is a whole different Adam. It's a whole different evolution of the person I knew. And that's not so far fetched because, as you get older, it's just a natural part of the course that you become more mature. You want more out of life because the same way, and I've touched on this before, the same way that women have a biological clock when it comes to like wanting children and, things like that, men have a sort of biological clock as well. Just looks a little bit different. And for us, I feel like sometimes it comes a little bit later. Most men, and my fellas can vouch for this. Y'all want to discuss it and go back and forth in the comments. Biggest fear that any man really ever has is growing old and dying alone. And so at a certain point, as the men who came up with me, who are finally starting to get to that point where it's like, yo, all of that shit I used to do is for the birds. That shit is dead. It's like I'm not interested in that type of shit no more. Um, Now that they're ready to settle down, now that they're ready to finally look out there for someone who's gonna do the right thing by them and take care of home and take care of the kids and hold them down the way that they're supposed to, for the men who are out there doing the right thing and doing what they're supposed to do, y'all are a fucking turnoff. All of you women, and I can't blame all of you because for some of you, it is legitimate damage from, I guess, all of the bad relationships, and that's cool. I'm not gonna harp too much on you women for that. Only to say that you can't complain for so long that you want something and then finally get it, but then not know what to do with it, not know how to handle it, not know how to reciprocate that which you claim you've always wanted. It's one thing if you want the actions, but you don't get the actions consistently. That's one thing. But when you get the exact actions that you're looking for, you can't still remain in a place where you treat that man or men in general. Because see, men, and I won't even say men. I'm the kind of person who I always will only and ever treat the person I'm dealing with who did me wrong like shit. I will never generalize and treat all women like shit because of what one or a few women did to me. But I feel like women, not all, because there's nothing is absolute, but too many women will treat all men a certain way based on what one or a few men have done to them. And that's where y'all fucked up. And now we're at a place where we aren't having that shit. And in 2019, a lot of you women aren't shit. And I don't feel like we need to be polite. I don't feel like we need to pull punches or split hairs. I don't feel like we need to be quiet about it. I'm definitely not going to be. So when y'all hear me get on my streams and get on my channel and talk my shit as a married man of 11 years, someone who works my ass off, someone who feels like I did all the quintessential things that men don't do, gave you the last name, made a family with you. If I'm not gonna get what I feel I deserve from a wife, I'm gonna get on my stream and talk about it. I'm gonna talk about it for all the men who deserve it and don't get it, for all the men who aren't respected the way they should be at home in their respective relationships by their wives, girlfriends, whatever the fuck. And I'm gonna speak for all the good women out there who look at you women who aren't about shit, who aren't doing the things that you should be to take care of the man that you have at home, and look at you like, bitch, you crazy? Like, you know what I would do, and how much I would appreciate having a man like that, and you have it, and you don't know how to deal with it or how to handle it. I'm doing this for all of those women because those are my sisters. Those are the ones who understand. Those are the ones who look out and be like, yo, why do you even deal with that shit? Why do you remain in a situation that is just not what you deserve? And I'll tell y'all why. Because at 35, I just have other focuses in life right now, right? I'm focused on raising my children. I'm focusing on being the best me that I can be. And, I'm focusing on certain goals that I want to see for myself, not just in 2019, but going forward. But one day is going to come. I don't know when because I'm a Libra. Libras have a very long fuse. Libras have a very long uh, patience and attention span, if you will, for relationships that have long since died. But then one day, those Libras wake up and they say, "Fuck this! I just not feeling it no more. Just not be for it anymore." And when that day happens, unlike before, I promise I am gonna wreak havoc on the dating world. I'm overcharging all you motherfuckers for what they did to the Coke Crush. I mean that shit when I say it. Because if I decide that I'm fed up with ain't shit women and I decide that I no longer want to entertain it, that will literally be the last relationship that I deal with. It will be the last uh situation that I commit myself to because I don't really see any women out here really showing me that you women are really, see, it's easy to be a quote unquote good woman when you're with a dude who's less than. And it's easy to be in that man's face and tell that man how he's not shit, and try to, you know, change that man and make that man a project. That's one thing, and that's cool. Because when someone's not on your level, you know, it's easy to floss on that individual. But when you got somebody who exceeds your level, when you're dealing with somebody who is, you really can't fix, you really can't upgrade or whatever other bullshit, uh fucking cookie cutter things that they have in songs and that you women like to say. When you're dealing with an individual who you really can't say shit to, it becomes a whole different situation. And I'm here to speak on that shit all year long. So if you're just tuning into this channel for the first time, please, I invite you to stay a while because this shit gets real here, unfiltered here. Yeah, I just heard a whole fucking conversation and a back and forth with Adam, who's dealing with, mind you, his ex, but still dealing with drama as if they're still together. It's like, what the fuck is the point? See, these are a lot of the reasons why for so long the men who don't settle down don't. Because they look at situations like mine, they look at situations like, you know, what Adam is going through right now and countless other situations out there. And they say, that's what I'm settling down for. Why? It don't seem like it's worth it. And quite frankly, fellas, I can't really see where I can disagree. So, having said all that, um, I still love all my women. I still love all my ladies. You know, I want y'all to continue to tune into the channel. I want y'all to continue to interact with me, you know, privately in the comments, however you see fit. You want to come on and do a stream with me? Maybe y'all have some insight. Maybe I'm missing some things. Y'all want to come have a conversation with me about it, talk to me about it? Cool, I'm all for it. But I promise you this, if I smell bullshit, I will drag you. I will address it. It's not no sugarcoat cookie cutter shit on here. It's not. And I don't mean to make it seem like it's men against women and women against men, but in this Me Too movement and this movement of the all powerful, you know, I can do everything and have it all women, I hate to break it to you, but y'all are an embarrassment to the women who can do it all, because a lot of y'all are fucking up, dropping the ball. A lot of y'all who aren't even being asked to do it all can't even do the shit that you're being asked to do. And on behalf of all good men everywhere, we're fed up with it. And in 2019, we're simply not having it. And the old narrative of, well, you know, men ain't shit and that's just who men are, just what they do, it's not gonna work no more. That shit has lost its power. So I think it's about time us fellas start our own Me Too movement, because I see y'all out there. I see the struggles that y'all deal with. I'm dealing with them too. I deal with them every day, unfortunately, and I'm not afraid. I don't have no problem with being truthful, you know, letting my truth shine through. I don't give a fuck who's offended by it. I don't give a fuck who hears it and doesn't like it. It is what it is. If you knew better, you would do better. Like, comment, and subscribe. I don't pretend to know everything. I just know what I know. This is Social Forecast. Let me know what y'all think about this one. And I will most definitely see you on the next one. Peace and love.